Hey traders, DayTraderRockStar here, and a fast update. I'm trying to get a video out every day. That's the goal for 2020. Just an update, a watch list, mini watch list video. Just something if anything's important, just to kind of update you in the evening. Try to keep it real short, under 5 minutes, but full of good energy. So there's a few stocks I just want to go over for tomorrow, just to get us set up here at DayTradingRadio. FCEL, I think we got some news coming. This stock, I've been in this stock for years, not in it, holding it, but, trading this stock. I remember this back in the 90s and how it went up here in the bomb bubble. And now we're all back down. But finally, it seems like technology is just kind of sneaking up with this one, and we're starting to see some action on it. So I think we got this nice little pop. We got some consolidation, expecting another little pop. I just think this is a good momentum trade. It's kind of cheap, $229. I don't think there's that much danger in this, and it looks really good. So I'm going to continue to watch this for a move back up, and that's just one of the first ones. Now, we've been banging the table on a couple. EXEL, told you this was one of our best bets. It was the pivot area crossover with an engulfing pattern and a breakout, and I think we got most of the people in the room in this. At least they had the opportunity to get in here really early. And we looked at $19. It's going to be our first area resistance, and look where we ended up here. We got a little over 19, pulled back. We ended right at 19, $18.99. I think we got some more upside here. There is a big data release for their phase 3, I believe, of the Checkmate drug that they're doing. And that's due in the last week of January 30th. So I think we're going to get a little run into that. We're not oversold, or we're not overbought yet. Actually, we're in a very good spot. So I'd like to see this actually push a little bit higher. If we zoom out here, you can see a real good trend line that goes all the way back. So if you've been watching the show for the last month, the stock has been a focus stock off of this lower trend line. But this last pullback was an aggressive buy zone that I wanted to see people getting into. Because the other one, we're expecting that one to perform just as well as the AUPH. And the AUPH is, I gotta stress this. Came home today. Father was picking up his daughter, who was having a play date with my daughter, and I just happened, they're good friends, and the wife is a trader and stuff, and not a trader, but likes to invest. So I told her about AUPH, about $5-6, and she got in, and she had a nice little pop, right? And I actually ended up calling people I got in this, personal friends and stuff, before it popped. I was in Hawaii at the time, and then I made all these phone calls and saying, hey, this thing's up around $20. You might want to take a little off. And then when I got back, I touched base with everyone and decided, knowing what's coming down on this, I said, well, you don't want to be out of this too long. You want to actually hold on to this. If you are taking profits, don't let this thing get away from you. If you're going to try to get in, don't look for more of a pullback to about that 18 area. And then we started showing some strength, and then we started running, and we're right up here again on the daily chart. This looks way too good. It looks way too good for a big pop out of this. I have a feeling this is gonna pop before we get the news, and it might get a little tricky at that point because you'll be running into some news. But I think there's a lot of good things. They have the vocal exploring, if I pronounced that right, trial coming up in I believe it's mid-year. It's phase 2 on that, but this is definitely high on the risk of one of these stocks that are probably going to be taken out before that. So you want to be in this. This is, again, probably one of the best bets of the year by far. And probably, look at the strength. Look at the strength. This is telling you something right now. This is telling you. This is after they came out with good news, after they did the deal and raised some cash. It ran on the deal. Institutions are buying it. It is ready to go. So you gotta hold steady here. Even if for whatever reason it drops back down for some kind of funky news or something, still looks good. It's just a great hold at this point. Waste management. Again, we've been scaling out of this. I still have some left. I want to get out of it. I would like to get a little pop up back up towards the highs, or just a little bit further pop, maybe tomorrow, and I can start scaling out of this. This is a good trade. And our new trade today, for the members who sent this out, this was an HPS watch list trade. And maybe I should bring up the HPS watch list for a second just to show it to you. All right, so this is the HPS setup. Now, each one of these stocks is tied to your members account. So if I put a new HPS stock out there, and our Costco already hit, our Costco actually hit today. This was the new HPS for the week, and you'll get a chart set up. You'll tell you when exactly to buy, and you'll get that alert to buy. So we got the alert to buy today, all right? Because when we put it out, it actually sold off. Never hit our, remember, this has to be triggered. The buy trigger has to be triggered. So it actually pulled back here, came all the way down and pushed back up, and then popped through it today, triggered. The alert went out on the buy. As you can see here, we fired right up there and right into our, let me move this down a little here. Right into our profit zone. So, and that's on a 60-minute time frame. So this is not a daily time frame. That's a 60-minute time frame. So now I want to show you the chart over here. Now, when that triggers and goes into our buy zone, you get the alert. If it goes into its profit zone, you get the alert. If it goes into a stop, you get the alert. So this is where you got in, and look at the move. Look at that move. Now, how do we know that a stock like that is going to move like that? And why does it deserve to be on the list? Well, that's what high probability setups is. It's taken the most important indicators, that have been tested and tried, and the best ones in my 25 years of trading, with tweaks to them, new parameters and stuff, little tweaks, and know the combination, how to use them all. And you get this a very tight criteria what you're looking for and when to get in, and that usually predicts when you're going to get that volume spike and a big directional move in the direction of those signals. And a lot has a lot to do with the divergence. It has a lot to do with stochastics and the internal momentum shift in the stock, and learning how to read that. So that's why we're able to kind of get these bigger moves in a short amount of time. Now this is good. It hit its target already. I'm still holding. I think we can get a little further. I really do. I think this thing's going to get going pretty good. We'll get back up to $300 pretty fast on this one. And it's a great company either way you look at it. Same thing with the waste management. We're just surrounding ourselves with really good companies. Tough Built is a cheap one, and we're going to watch it for tomorrow. See if we get some follow through. This is really interesting. Look at this. 2018, I don't know if they they reissued or they came IPO'd here at $3 and change, but we started looking at this right around down here, wherever it was. Anyway, and it got a huge pop on it, good volume. I think there was some news on it, and we're going to look for some follow through and probably take profits in this one, tomorrow. Nice pop on that. Now the load is another cheapie, and that's it popped earlier today, got up to at the pre-market it was up over $1. When you're in this one under 50 cents and it goes 100%, but then it pulled back under 50, and then after hours it's actually climbed back up to about 62 cents. So it's actually very active after hours, meaning that there could be something coming. But look at the move this morning. So these cheap ones, which we call those lottery tickets, all were moving today. It was pretty exciting to have all these things moving and grooving. One more I'll give you coming into tomorrow, because I think we're very close to getting news. And the one thing I will say, I want to try to get some information out for the 10 for 1,000 or the high probability watch list for this weekend. I want to concentrate on the JP Morgan Health Conference. And we're going to give you a good list of the stocks to watch going into that, and maybe position before that. That's going to be next week, because a lot of stocks we're looking at will be presenting there, and a lot of them are due for phase 1, 2, 3, data releases. So they might time that perfectly with it. And one of them is Biohaven. So Biohaven is a Alzheimer, and they also treat some other anxiety stuff, but Alzheimer drug, and due for their phase 3 trial, and I love the chart. I love everything about this. I like the consolidation. I think you got to be in this one. When it gets halted, it's going to pop, and you know what? I'm fine for, first of all, it's migraine. Excuse me. Did I say Alzheimer's? I meant to say migraines. It's a migraine company. And, if you go to their website, the video will pop up because the CEO was on Kramer and they were discussing the drug and stuff. And it's made it all through the trials, and it's in the final stages for just preventive medicine. There hasn't been a medicine out like this in they say 20, 30 years. There's 30 million people who suffer from migraines. I think that's a big catalyst for something like this. That just going to get in the news. Oh, there's a new migraine drug. Boom! This thing's going to be it's $50 now. It'll be $70. I think there's a 20-point move in this. Honestly, I honestly think there's a 20-point move in this. On the news. Let's take it. The news is good. All right. So that's one I really do like. Arena Pharmaceutical. Forget about it. It's running away. EXEL. Things are looking really good. And if you're here at Day Trading Radio, you got to be enjoying the profits even at the beginning of the year here in the face of what's going on with the Iranian crisis. I mean, it's been great trading every day. We've been getting some good trades. The research is paying off, and like I said, it's doing more and more research and seeing it pay off. Even missing a couple, like this about the APLS. I put out a video the other night on these drug stocks. I said, watch this week for this group. APLS was on the group. Let's just review those fast. Boom. Gapped up. I missed it. I got in that morning to place the trade. It already moved. ACST. Again, due for data this week. Could come out tomorrow. I believe they do, I think this is the fish oil or krill oil. And they're delayed their report, but because of just some technical issues, nothing bad. So it actually looks pretty good. I would say this probably pops to $3 and then sells off. I mean, early bird's going to catch the worm on this one. BHVN, we just went over that. VRNA. This is looking pretty good too. Had something spike. The news didn't come out on this, and then it pulled back, and then they're waiting for it, jumped the gun. Some of these are interesting. So there's a nice little list for you tomorrow. Best bets for tomorrow. If I was pinned for a best bet, that AUPH is acting really good today, and it continues to look good. I would say between the AUPH, I think we have that move tomorrow. I think we can get that move up and higher, breaking through 22 on the way to 25. And I think you get a follow through on Costco. Those two, of course, all of them are good on this video. That's why I'm talking about them, because I want to make sure everyone's profiting. So I'll see you in the markets tomorrow morning. DayTradingRadio.com. We'll be trading the whole day, maybe even to the evening. We'll start around 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll see you then. Hope you gain from this video.